play fast. They get downhill. I mean, as soon as they make a three, as soon as they make a layup, I mean, in 4 seconds or less, they're on the court scoring again. So that's just on us, attention to detail, and not letting our foot off the gas.
Well, what did Coach Christie say today? What did Coach Christie say to you guys after the game?
Yeah, that's on us. Like, the coverages didn't change. Nothing changed at halftime. We didn't make any adjustments on purpose. We were doing well in the first half, and for some odd reason, as a unit, we just didn't buy in, and we didn't lock in that third quarter. There's a couple of plays where we didn't know if we were in a zone or if we were in man, and again, that's on us.
You may have answered it there. In the first half, you guys kind of kept them from getting downhill. What did you see that was working maybe in that first half that wasn't there in that third quarter?
I think we're just doing a better job of supporting each other and making them, drive and kick rather than. I think the third quarter, a lot of ISO ball, a lot of one-on-one, and leaving your man on an island.
Dylan, some of your teammates, like Russ, for example, have said they encourage you to be yourself and play like yourself. But for you personally, I know the NBA, your rookie season can be a whirlwind. Is there anything specific that you've been just trying to focus on or emphasize doing on a game in, game out basis?
Yeah, man, just sticking to my routine. When I was in pre-draft workouts, I asked about Al Horford when I was in the Boston Celtics pre-draft, and they mentioned how much of a pro he was in his routine and how he just continued to rep out the things that he wanted to get better at each and every day. And that's how he went from a post player shooting only hook shots with the Hawks to, you see him, not now, but when he was at the Celtics, expanding his game to the three-point line. And so I asked him how he did that. And just, like I said, he just bought in his routine. He was very specific about going to bed at the right time and getting to the gym at the right time and being consistent and all that. It's a long season, and it's easy to get off task. It's easy to get off of your routine, and so I try to make sure my routine is dead straight. My wife holds me accountable each and every time. Like every time after a game, she takes my phone and makes sure I'm in bed at a good time. And so we're just being a professional. That's my New Year's resolution, is being a professional on and off the court, and how I take care of my body and how I approach the game.
Dylan, a career high 13 rebounds tonight. Are you figuring out that aspect of the game at the pro level, like adapting what you were at the college level to the pro game?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely took a lot of prayer to get to where I'm at. I want to, put it out there that I only averaged, 5 points. 5 rebounds a game in college. That was my highest. 5 points is 5 rebounds a game last year. Other than that, I think like a career, 4 rebounds per game in college. And so my transition to the NBA, a lot of people question my rebounding. You're 6'10", you're 6'11", and you're a great offensive rebound, but defensively, what's the problem? And I think a lot of that was I was used to boxing out because the SEC, you got a lot of people like myself in there, and so I'm trying to keep them off the glass, and then keep my off the glass. But here, there's only a handful of guys like Mitchell Robinson, Steven Adams, where guys you really, really have to make sure you're boxing out. Other than that, you can kind of hit and go get. And so me and my player development coach, Gary Adams, we just nailed really how can we become a better rebounder. That's how I understand this league, is being a rebounder and being an energy guy. So that's something I look forward to each and every day. The rebound ball, it's a gift.
Dylan, from the Bean Boys, every time you get in the game, you get a loud ovation from the crowd. Just kind of talk about how you're settling in, finding your role, finding your place here in the NBA in your rookie season.
Yeah, like I said, it's all glory to God. Outside of the will of God, I would not be here in the NBA. Like I said, you look on a stat sheet, I didn't wow people. In college, I averaged 5 points per game. I rebounded the ball 5 times per game. I averaged like 1.6 blocks per game. No one thought I was an NBA player, and I'm not supposed to be here, but God. And so every time I get on that court, it's just an opportunity to showcase my God-given abilities and have fun with it and continue to be a joy. Because at the end of the day, I'm living my childhood dream. This is something I prayed about since I was 5 or 6 years old. I remember watching LeBron James and the Miami Heat in the my fault, Russ, the 2012 and the 2012 and 2011 NBA Finals, and just tell my mom, like, I want to be there. I want to be not like LeBron, but I want to be in the NBA, and just to pray about that every single day, and to get that, it's just a dream come true. And I don't think I'll ever take the dream for granted, because at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not supposed to be here. And yeah, I put this jersey on every single day, and I have a blast doing it, because this is something I've dreamed about since I was a kid. And so you'll see that childlike joy every time I step on that court, because like I said, this is a dream come true for me, and at any moment it can be taken away. But I just love playing basketball. I love accomplishing and living the dream and having fun. And having Max and Neek and Precious out there with me, being the Bean Boys, like, you couldn't ask for a better group of guys. Coming into this process, you hear a lot about how the NBA is just, business is cutthroat. It's, your teammates are more individualized and they're worried about themselves. But, we might not be having a great season. This is the best locker room I've really been a part of outside of my last year at Auburn. Everybody from Russell Westbrook to Drew Eubanks wants to see you succeed. Drew got not benched, but Drew stopped playing as much, and he's the happiest guy on the bench. He still takes time to out of his day to come tell me, hey, you could have this better, you could have done that better. And so everybody is a part of this team, whether we're successful or not, and no one is spiteful, no one is unprofessional, and I really appreciate being on this team, being in this locker room.
I don't.
Thank you.